Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday webinar with Ben and Raffa. We've been doing these for the last 3 weeks. Today, Rafa's showing his face. Some of you may have already seen him in the YouTube videos. We do have some connection issues with his camera, but if he stays still, then we should be able to see him. You might be able to recognize him from the videos that he does with about the markets. How are you doing, Raffa?
I'm doing good, thanks, Ben. I'm gonna be Rafa's statue for today's webinar, so
if you don't move, you don't get pixelated.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I will try to fix it for the next webinar. So today I will just stay at this position for 1 hour. So don't make laugh at me, please.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get started with the chart. All right. So let's go. I've also added the stochastic RSI for today, and I just picked up this one, which, instantly looking interesting. Already breaking out of the high Bollinger Band. So this is fun USDT. It's always fun to trade fun. And yeah, same settings as last week. Binance futures, 2% drops. They're nice in 5 minutes. So or rises, and as you can see, we're trading the Bollinger Bands again, and we are looking for trading outside of Bollinger Bands with RSI oversold or overbought. Oversold, or the stochastic in that area as well, to see if we can find any better entries. Like last week's, we've done it just the RSI. I just want to mix it up a bit and see what the stochastic can bring us. This type of candle is already massive, of course, and usually has a tendency to go back to the middle line, but it could happen somewhere here. So if you enter here, then your profit might go away. So we just have to wait and see how this candle closes and see if we get a continuation of it. So right now, I would not enter on a green candle. Like it can be the next one, because this one is such a huge spike already. So I can, when I see a new candle that is turning red, then there's an indication that you get some sell-off. It could still be like in this case where it may have started or may have gone into the red, but then it still closes at the top. That's possible, but that's usually a weak signal anyway. So when you see a candle that is weak, that's when you may enter, and you have the help of the indicators as well, of course. But in this case, entering on this is very, very difficult, because you can have a continuation like this. So you saw this candle here, entering anywhere here, it would have made you a profit, but not enough profit. So in this case, we're looking at 2.5, but we have to see if this one does well. Oh, we have these lock tabs, we can unlock them.
Yeah, it's too risky. We should need to wait some more candles, and maybe we split our size to like one entry and one entry later.
Yeah.
So still wait a bit more. So always better if we can average our entries with like more orders than just go all in.
Yeah, exactly.
In one shoot.
And this is quite a bullish signal right now. So we could have that continuation. Like if we look at, so there we saw the trend line breakout. And we're in this uptrend.
Yeah.
So different strategy, but also applies in this case, right? And we just saw that this support and resistance was broken. So then we would expect something like this to happen.
Yeah.
And then maybe even go there.
Yeah. High probability for that pattern, but yeah, still too early. So today this coin fund is making a crazy pump, right? I saw just a huge spike some hours.
Yeah,
ago.
we can check the daily.
Yeah.
And actually, it's been going for 2 days already.
Yes.
20, 30%. So very, very bullish on this one, actually. So it could be a little bit tricky to go for shorts. But, you know, that's why it's called a scalping mechanism or a scalping trading, where even on the small time frames, you have these little waves. And as you can see here, even though it's very bullish, there are these breakouts at the top touching back down. So if we get here, huge percentage, 6%.
Yeah, it's common to see some corrections. Cannot just go up forever.
Yeah, so we see it entered here. This one is not there yet. It is going down. But yeah, no good entry yet. What would we get? 2% would be nice. Let's have a look at bit. Bit, we've missed it. This is already like here. This was 10%. Oof, that's a lot. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
And you can see the RSI indicator here was going down. This one was down. You see green candle here. So probably I would have entered on this part. And then and then I would have had my sell order here, the first one. So we're not there yet, but at some point.
Great trigger.
Yeah,
great trigger. But unfortunately, it happened like 1 hour ago. So next time,
next time we start an hour earlier, because today is an hour earlier. And Peak is asking. Let me put the question on the screen. Can you explain me the difference between a spot and a smart position if it fits here? Any question fits during these sessions. Oh, let me just keep the question there. So the difference between a spot position and a smart position is that with a spot position, you have to manage everything yourself. So if you go over to the trade form, if you place a normal limit order like this is not a smart position. If this order fails, you have to place the take profit order yourself. And you can do that after this one is filled. So you'd have to get your notification, wait till this happens, and then make your decision. But that's not very smart. That's very cumbersome. So that's why we have smart positions, which allow you to add a take profit order immediately. So now when we have the change is that when this order is filled, then it automatically places this take profit. You don't need to sit behind your computer and watch for that to happen. Now you can say, but then there are plenty of exchanges that offer me this functionality. Why is yours smarter? And that's because we have multiple take profit targets. And we have trailing take profit targets, which will only sell on a downward move. And we have a stop loss. And we have stop loss protection. As you can see, it starts to get crazy quite quickly. And all of these things make trading so much easier to manage because you can set up this full position and execute it exactly how you wanted it from this one position. It's just placing the order and you don't have to touch it anymore. And this is how it will execute. It will touch this one, close the position on this, or sell your profit here, and start trailing here. And that's what makes it a smart position. And this is not something that is currently possible on exchanges because they stop at a single take profit and single stop loss. We have Hippo. What's Hippo doing? Is there enough room? Yeah, there is plenty of room, actually. There is plenty of room. We're a bit late to the party.
Yeah, it looks like we are on solid support here.
Yeah.
Just testing the support. But tested back earlier.
Why is this so high? Oh, yeah, that's why it's so high. 51%. Yeah, let's not do that. Then we're going to go through our balance quite quickly. Yeah, we can see it's recovering. So normally I would not really take this trade, but as we're here, I want to see something happening. And this is just a demo account, people. It is real funds, but it's only $200. I don't mind it for the web, for the sake of a good webinar. And this is not how you're supposed to trade. So if you're following along, don't take this trade. But I just want to have something, and this is that's a very bad decision. It's also not a very fast moving market.
Yeah. Quite slow.
Yeah.
Taking 10, 20,
but I will
30
not,
minutes.
I will go in without stop loss, actually. It's okay. I just wanted to use it to determine a little bit of the size. So yeah.
Let's manage it manually.
There we go. So we're in, and we see take profit automatically set. I did not need to place that take profit. That makes it a smart position. That makes it fun. Let's lock the tap, and let's get an alert here, so that I can watch the alerts for there.
Awesome.
Yeah. And if Raffa, if you can help me as well to watch this one, because I'm not sure if I get my alerts. Let me get my phone so I can get the alerts. Just a second. The preparation is great as always.
Advice for the next trade, guys, always keep your phone around.
Well, normally on the desktop, I get desktop notifications, so they pop into here. But this is my recording computer, and for the recording computer, I don't really want those notifications in, because otherwise you're in a recording and then all of a sudden, poop, hello.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't really want that. Let's see, do we have anything else? There is bid, that was already there. That's, it's done. This one is still there. Did you see? So there's still a green candle. Even though it started to show red signs, it's still a green candle.
Yeah. You were totally right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and we just need to see
the two-line cross.
Yeah.
If the two-line cross,
that would be a proper trade to take, and especially, well, it does need to be above the Bollinger Band. So both things need to be true. It can't be that it was true and now it's not. But let's see if there's still enough room to make a nice percentage.
How much margin of profit? I didn't see it well.
Sorry. So 2.5.
2.5.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Let's just lock this as well. So we want to watch this. No, the candle's closing in a few minutes or in a few seconds. Plume. That's an old one. 6 minutes. Yeah, no, it's nothing. Ooh. That's nice volatility.
Ooh. T. Maybe there is some news about T. So now we are trading all futures, right?
Yeah, that's all future, yeah.
All
yeah,
futures.
Because I want to go long and short. Otherwise, we might be only going long, and that's, Oh, yeah, notification. It's a different one.
Let me do some quick research about T. Maybe there is some news.
Yeah. So how's everyone doing in the chat? How are your trades going? Anything interesting? Made some profits? Or are you still just watching? It's also fine. Ooh. Fun. There we go. It's, yeah, this margin is okay. We see the cross. And I will actually do the trade. Short 5. Take profit there. I will go without stop loss now as well. It's fine. And is this a percentage? No, let's just see what the stop loss would do here. If we do that, then 1%. Yeah, that's fine. Let me just take this off. Now the first one does that.
Today the market is quite flat.
Yeah. Also, the American markets have not opened yet. And last week we had that on 4 o'clock because we're now an hour earlier. So that's why.
Yeah, today Wall Street is closed, so that's why.
Time. I don't want this. Like, I want to make sure that it goes into this candle. And also price-wise, actually, I don't want it to go past this one because then we're done. Right. So for people that are wondering, what are you doing? Why are you drawing these lines? I want the position to exit or to cancel when the new candle is there and where it didn't get filled on this one. Because then I need to reassess. I might need to change this, and if it goes below this candle, like this candle low, then my profit margin is gone and we just missed the entry. And then either way, if it crosses any of these lines, so either time-based or price-based, the position will be cancelled. And I can just safely go over to this one and check it, or go back to this one and check that one. And also look at new. Holy moly.
To the moon.
Look at what this did.
Crap.
Any news on AGT? It's going crazy.
AGT, let me do a quick check. But Wall Street today is closed, so...
Look at that move. This is going to be such a nice...
Oh, AGT. Alaya governance token. What is that?
I died this weekend on ZKJ. Had to take a horrible stop loss manually. I should start trading smart. Yes. Yes. Trading smarter is always better. It also reduces emotions. In hindsight, was it okay to exit there, or like would it, if you had stayed in, was it like super bad? Oh, this is going to be such a nice one if this. There we go.
Sentiment is very high on AGT. 73% of traders are bullish versus 27% bearish. And I just saw on Reddit some posts, everyone is like trying to pump this coin that is called Alaya governance token. So maybe it's something related to some government.
Yeah, on the RSI, it's a take to here. Gives me, yeah. You know what? Again, it's going to be a little bit of a YOLO trade. Not hitting all the targets, but I just want to show some trades during this live session. They are based on strategy, right? They're outside of the Bollinger Band. RSI is high. So high probability for it to drop back down, but
if it drops down, it should drops really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Because that spike is so much volatility, so volatile. So I'm pretty sure someone is gonna take profit.
Well, where are we at with this one? It's 1.5%. Yeah. Let's look at fun. We have to reassess fun because the trade was cancelled because it didn't hit here and it hit the price and the time. And Hippo. It's okay. AGT.
AGT is the most interesting one so far.
Yeah, it can go sideways for a while, but it can also just drop back down like a block. Like, what is it on higher time frames? Yeah. This is a significant support and resistance level, by the way. Significant.
Yeah.
Which it did break through, so, yeah.
So we can only see two scenarios. A very strong breakup and a very strong drop and retest on the support.
Yeah, but if it continues to go, we will actually just see if we can trade our way out of this by just buying a little bit extra. Because as long as it's above this Bollinger Band, that's fine, right? This is like the next candle can still be an entry. As long as it stays outside of this, we have entry options. You can see that right here, right? So all these candles are basically entry options, and then you have another entry option here. And if you buy here, then you can definitely get out here and profit.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and it's the same. So for here as well. So these were sell opportunities, and then you get out here. So
yeah. At one time the Bollinger Bands should get closer again. So
like this. The reason when this strategy stops working is when the price stays within the Bollinger Band and it just goes slowly like that and it just stays within it. Like that's the worst case scenario for this strategy. Like, so we have our Bollinger Band. Where's the? Oh, yeah. Duh. So if this will be our Bollinger Band line, then if it does something like this, then it's bad, right? That's very hard to trade if you're trading this strategy. But as long as it's outside of this, then there's a high probability that it will go back to that average line.
Yeah. Trading is based on probabilities, so we have to use a strategy that make us have most and highest probabilities in the right trading.
So we're still well above the middle line, which is good. Were we trading the 3 minutes last week, or were we trading the 5 minutes last week? I don't remember. It feels
5
like
minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Last week you did a very good job, Ben, and previous last week too. So let's try to.
So again, this is fine. We're still in entry position. No problem. It's trading above the Bollinger Band.
Yeah, actually, RSI is already going down, but stochastic is still in over both area, and the two lines haven't crossed yet. So it's a bit different timing.
Yeah. So and also, if you're like at some point, if you're in enough trades, so we've now got Hippo and we've got AGT, and potentially we're watching Fun still. We can also go over to the multi-charts and actually just pick 4 charts, and then we go with open orders. So we can just add that one, and we can add that one. Like that, and we're watching Fun, right?
Well,
like that.
Actually, using TradingView, if you want to split your overview in 4 charts, you cannot do that. But right now in Altrady, you can do that so easily.
Yeah. Let's do that. Just load the same layout, otherwise Roman's gonna come haunt me again to say you've messed up my charts again. Switch these to 5 minutes as well. Oh yeah, this is uni. No, I want Fun. Thank you. Fun. It's no fun otherwise. Can we just shut that one out? There we go. The only thing is that this screen is a little bit too small, or the setting of the screen is a little bit too small to see everything properly. Oh, it switches to uni. Oh, nice. This was AGT. And here, Hippo. So it happens when I change the chart layout. It just switches to Uniswap. Makes sense. Where is my... Just clean that up a bit like that.
So did we get a stop on Fun?
No, I removed the stop loss on Fun. Sorry, I canceled the position because it didn't fill my entry in time. So and that's a good thing, right? So because it was this candle that canceled the position, and otherwise, this was not a good entry. We're getting into entries here again.
Yeah, because the time has expired, right? So our order just automatically get canceled.
Yeah. So maybe we actually just need to do 3, so we actually have some. Maybe that's better on this smaller resolution. Looks like it. Yeah, that's nicer. So now we get to see everything. So you can set alerts from this, but you can't update your trades. But still, this is already good for us because we can now see what both trades are doing.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we can also check ACT sold, entry expiration price, fine. We have a new notification on the quick scanner. I do like the fact that we're in a long and a short. Feels kind of like a hedge.
Yeah, it's like a spread.
Yeah.
Spread. You go long on a future and short on another future. So we are doing classical spread future. So I used to do that long time ago, like the same future. I buy one with kind of 2-month or 3-month expiration, and another one longer with like 4-month expiration with like shorting. So I just trade the spread that it's more volatile and also require less margin. So it's quite interesting to be both short and long.
Yeah, and of course it's only possible to do on futures. If you're trading spot, then this is difficult. You can only go long, but we have to make use of what we're given. So for the viewers at home, splitting screen is not included in basic. That is a good thing. That is true. Is that true? Is that true? But yeah, I mean, if you do scalping trading like this, then using the essential package is kind of essential. Oh, I forgot the stochastic. Forgot to save it. There we go. Save. There we go. And just double click and then go.
Magic. Appear, disappear.
Just like magic. Oh, fun. Yeah, we know fun. Just clear history. We know fun. We're watching it already. Yeah, it's annoying, right? So this one just barely didn't make it, but it is looking like a decent trade, actually. If only it can push. I'm not paying attention to it yet. I'm just doing too many things. But I want it here. Still trading outside the Bollinger Band. So, and the middle line is slowly creeping up. And that means that, like, if this continues to go up, then we might have to move our take profit because we want to get our first take profit at least on the average.
Yeah,
because that's where the price tends to move back towards to. And it can happen both ways, right? Like it can happen like that. This can go sideways. And then the middle will come towards it. Question. Can I import the chart from the trading terminal to charts? I cannot find Hippo on charts. Yes, you can. I mean, if you click here, then you can go to history and you should see all your tabs that you've recently viewed. And then you can add that tab. Should be there. So this button here.
FUN is getting closer to moving average. You can see one red candle.
We can see that we might get another entry soon, because these are now all the way at the top, both of them. You're welcome, Josel, if I pronounce that correctly.
Josele.
So, oh, we've got a new hit on our market scanner. MYX. Ooh. Yep, that's okay. Let's see if we can time our entry a little bit better. Let's just set the stop loss like that, and 1% based on that. Okay. So they're both here, right? So we're waiting for candles to go green. Let's look at that. 1, 6. Yeah.
Nice trigger to long shadow. Stochastic already is increasing.
Yeah, you can see it happened here as well, right? Huge one.
Yeah.
And
We are close to.
It's not there yet, so we expect some kind of let's close it like that. So we see a similar candle forming here. Then this, it's there. This one is below.
We are on a key support. It's very important.
Again, I'm just gonna enter. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm a little bit impatient today. So don't forgive me if these things don't work out, but I'm a little bit impatient today. It's not a good recipe for trading, but as it's a demo account, I can afford to be a little bit more risky and just hope that we can get some decent trades. GT, still nothing. Hippo, yeah, it's just, this looks like it's gonna go and touch a bottom here somewhere before it reverts. Is there any place where we can see that has happened before like that? Yeah, maybe something like this. So you see this, and then there, and then another touch, and then eventually it'll go up.
Yeah, seems like want to grab some liquidity.
Yeah, but to be fair, this was a terrible entry. Terrible. It should have been here, of course. It should have been here. But was the first trade?
Yeah.
Been called worse. Yeah, me too. Like, people call me Ben, but that's not my real name. For the people that may or may not know, my real name is Benoit. And I've been called everything. Trail buy function, not an option. When you do this and you see these types of spikes, it's not really an option, because you get the worst entry almost every single time. The trailing function is nice for when you do longer time frames or higher time frames. When you do it on a 1 hour and you have a little bit more leverage in your candle to move, that's when it, in my experience, has worked out better. Okay, so now the middle line is moving away from us, so I have to move this one up. We're trading within the Bollinger Band now. That's a good sign. This is a good sign. That's moving.
AGT has the most beautiful chart.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe MYX will surprise us. Oh, look at that.
Shoot. Shoot. That candle was a red flag. It's coming, sellers. Coming.
And look at that RSI drop.
Yeah. Did you add 2 more middle lines?
Yeah, moving
Zero?
average.
Okay. 2030?
2050. Yeah. This is a very good sign.
You move already the stop loss?
No, I didn't. I've removed the stop loss on this one. I only placed it to
Okay.
determine the size of the order.
Okay.
So the risk part was calculated based on the high of this one. But then I was prepared to buy more when it's happened. So it's just about that first 1% risk to enter the first trade, and then another percentage on the second trade, so that you still have your risk management, but with entries, because I don't know exactly when I will cut this as a loss. That one's gonna be, yeah, so difficult.
This candle gonna be closed in few seconds.
Minute and a half, yeah. Oh, look at that RSI. Oh, if this can drop nicely. I'm watching SPX on 5 minutes. Oh, let's grab it. What are you seeing that we may not be seeing? Ooh, yeah. Let's see, the spread is on the low side. If we get a good breakout, then yeah. You have to get a good breakout. Like, this is getting better. This is getting much better. Yeah. Let me just turn this one off. Yeah. So wait. Also watch your RSI. There's a nice support and resistance line here.
Yeah.
Let's just set an alert like that. What are we getting here? Auto. This one we see some recovery happening. AGT. Beautiful. Candle closing in 8 seconds.
Let's see how it
closed below this one.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, we could see more drop on this candle. Let's be ready to take a profit.
We're also getting into the 4 o'clock part, which can lead to a little bit more volatility. And Hippo is slowly going to that, but there's no entry here, right? So we have to wait. So in here we will never get an entry. Like this was bad, super bad. Don't ever do this like I did that. You have to wait until it's there.
We enter to the high. Yeah, Hippo is gone. Let's wait for a good entry then. It's quite resistant, this candle.
Well, this is the support and resistance line, right? So it's obviously there's going to be like if we look at the volume profile as well, this is where a lot of volume is. So it has to break through this one to get there.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hard. We are on the bulk level, so probably the price will keep bouncing like a ping pong.
It can do well. The thing is, what's different is that we already had that consolidation here. So we had people taking profits here. And now the question is, like, how far is the pullback going to be? Oh, let's do what Roman suggests. Yeah, Fibonacci. Actually,
we already half correction, so
yeah,
0.5 level.
It could be the pullback and then go there, so then we lose that part. But it can also, hopefully it will go into this entry zone.
Maybe we should move the stop loss a bit closer to like break-even point. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, I think that might actually be a safer option to say, you know what, with slippage we'll probably take a small loss if this happens with fees, but it's better than to just fully give up on this position and make it go into a loss because we don't have time. Like normally if I'd have time, then I would have just left this, but it's just this trading session. After this, then I have to manage my positions, like just set them to secure locations. So right now I will do this indeed. So I might get just break even or small loss. That's okay for the demo purpose. But at least then this position is protected. We're not going to go any further with this. If I had the time, if this was a 4-hour live stream, then probably would have gone to there, get more, and then eventually get out in profit. But I don't have time to manage the trades like that today, which is okay. Then you take what you can get.
Yeah.
DC8 on Hippo. Yeah, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet.
Slow and slow. Hippo is moving like a real hippo.
Yeah, big. Hey, look at SPX.
Ooh.
I'm not going to take a trade anymore because we're going to be out soon. But if you're watching, this is nice. This looks like a nice trade forming. Don't get in yet. You need to see that reversal happening soon.
MYX.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
It's the silent one.
It's a good entry. This was a really good entry.
This is a really good entry, actually. Yeah. Granted, it was a little bit premature, but like ideally on a green part, but in hindsight, it's okay. Hippo, we're touching the alert. Fun, yeah, no, fun. Let's just get rid of fun. It wasn't what we expected. Like, this is exactly what I meant by that difficult part to trade, right? It's staying so close to the top of the Bollinger Band. It's not really making that move down, so there's no clear entry. SPX, ooh, yeah. AGT bought. Well, we're out. Made a, yeah, it's not fully closed yet. Yep, this one is the settled. So protected our position. Was the wise thing to do in this case, as we're limited for time. So we didn't close it in a loss, we closed it in profit. So that's, I mean, very minimal profit, of course, but keep in mind.
At least we got one trade.
Keep in mind, this is a demo account. We're doing this live. We're taking trades that we not normally necessarily would take in that thing. Yeah, this one's doing really well. Now, for this, if I'm going to protect it, then I would protect it, like, because that was why I used the 1%, because then I can safely set my stop loss here and then only risk that 1%, which is fine. And just delete this alert. There we go. And this will, so now, because we're about to wrap up, this will either be, again, profit or loss, but minimum in this case. Hippo is below, just got the alert. Some more markets here. AGT, yeah, AGT is out.
AGT is out.
So unlock, leave.
Bye bye AGT.
SPX. Oh.
SPX really.
Ideally, you want to go here. Because that's where support and resistance is here. So let's see if we can put the this one. This is where it starts with volume. Yeah, so actual volume is here. So even this level would be great. Yeah. Support and resistance line. If you draw the horizontal line, you can see a lot of touch points around this level.
Yeah. The POC level is calling the price, so
RSI is not there yet, so there's definitely more room to the downside. Let's just turn this off because we're not going to take any more. Not for this session.
There is a huge divergence on RSI. We see that RSI is going up, instead the price is dropping. So someone is lying here. Hippo, what are you doing?
But we might get to an entry. Because this is nice, right? So when it touches that again, Yeah, it never really did that there. Yeah, it's fairly new, but yeah, you can see it here. So there, and then it started to dip. So you have similar divergence here. So small price down and slightly up here.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking for on Hippo here as well. How's SPX doing? Showing signs of recovery. And how is this from the middle line now? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's a nice spread. Two plus. It's a very nice spread.
So peak, did you find SPX without quick scan? Just by your own?
Peak.
Awesome.
Did you just go over the market yourself, or did you find it on the quick scanner? Because we didn't get it on the quick scan. But then again, yeah, it should have been 5% or 2% in. No, never.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
None of them are 5%. Oh, sorry, 2%. None of them are 2% drops. So you could find it on a 10-minute marker. Or a 1% drop.
So like most of scalpers, they trade on 50 minutes chart, 10 minutes chart.
Yeah. Crypto corner scanner. Yep. That one will do it. But it would only trigger it now, right? Depending on... Yeah. So it would have triggered it here probably already, yeah. The crypto corner scanner is quite quick to give the alert. This would already classify. And as you can see, this is a terrible entry. You have to wait for a little bit more recovery. Like when it crosses the line, shows signs of going up. So tempted to enter. Delta 1.8 Bollinger Band, yeah. Well, that was it. It was 1.8 Delta, I think. Wow. Oh, did I calculate that? No. Oh yeah. We're touching the Bollinger Band. We're getting into this area. Look at the loss, 5%. Such a bad trade, this one. Because it just like this would have just been 1.5 or 1.6. Like that, any entry in here. But yeah, because I was like, get in, which is so stupid. I know it's stupid. I did say to people, do not do this. What I'm gonna do not do this. This is bad.
It's common to make mistakes, Ben.
No, this was a deliberate one, right? I wanted to get into the market. I wanted to have us watch something, and this is
because the live started to.
Oh, they do measure top to bottom. Okay, yeah, exactly. This is live. Like, there's so much pressure when you do this by yourself. You can, any trade that you didn't take doesn't matter, right? But if we sit here in a live stream and you watch me 0 trades, then you don't see anything on how I would manage it normally. And people make bad decisions as well. So how do you deal with a bad decision? Well, how do I deal with this bad decision? Wait until you get a better entry before you place your next one. Right? That's
so we can edge the loss.
exactly. And we may so in this case, how would I do that? I can add an extra target like this. And then my break even would come down to here, maybe. No trading for a week. Yeah, exactly. Bad, Ben. Bad, Ben. Punish yourself. Also, I have no idea what Bitcoin's doing, by the way. What's Bitcoin doing, Rafa?
Let me check. 0.5% moving down. Nothing interesting today. Wall Street is closed, so no volume, no volatility. Should wait till tomorrow. Today, the market is not interesting at all. For the main coin, the main crypto. So
right, again. %.
Should we start a GoFundMe for Ben?
Yes, please. I like that the Bollinger Band is narrowing. That's a good sign. All the signs for this one are starting to, this can pop any minute now. And I'm so tempted to just get in and forget and just... And again, it would not be a textbook trade. But sometimes textbook trades are boring. This is a nice candle as well. If we can close like that, it's a very nice candle. Oh, what to do, what to do. See, this is why trading on the 5 minutes it's painfully slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, patience is
the key
to profitability.
As Warren Buffett teach everyone, be patient, and when you turn 90 years old, you get billions.
He definitely did. Can we wait another minute? We can wait another minute. Even though we're a little bit over time, that's okay. How's MYX doing? Open. Ugh, turned into a loss.
Did it get closed?
No, it's still open. It's moving back up again. $31 seconds. Now I'm starting to dislike this candle. Because now this is not anywhere. This is not an indication of price reversal. This is an indication of continuing to drop below the Bollinger Band, which, in all fairness, is great because you can buy lower. We want more.
discount price.
Yeah, because what this would do to the break even is even better. Let's just check what this one's doing. This is the sideways movement. It's fine. Just for time's sakes, I'm just going to move it there. Normally, wouldn't do this. And probably going to regret it as soon as I do it, but I have to leave. I have a meetup in Amsterdam, and traffic will be horrendous from my place.
You ride the bike?
No, we're driving. So it's a bit too far to cycle from The Hague to Amsterdam. But it is nice weather.
I mean, Amsterdam is the capital of bikes. Am I wrong?
The Netherlands is like, yeah. We all ride bikes.
Bikes land. No Netherlands anymore.
But today I'm driving and I'm going to pay a horrendous amount of money for parking.
Bitcoin looking to go up.
Oh, this is bad. Well, actually, it's good because you want another buy here. Yeah, ice skating. Yeah, it's a bit too warm for ice skating now. Like this, it's just the time, man. This is annoying. Another buy here would be absolutely amazing because look at those percentages. With a double, that's so nice. There's my candle, but 2 minutes. Yeah, you see the market's opened. Yeah, there we go. Pre-opening volatility. Yeah, there we go. Stopped out. Yeah, it's annoying. Normally I wouldn't do this. I would buy here again, and I would just like continue to buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. But it's just too slow for this. Like I can't properly show how I'd normally handle this. And I'm just having to take unfortunate losses. When this strategy is so successful, if you have a little bit more time, because this is how I would normally do it, then I would look for another entry here, maybe sell off a little bit here, buy again here, sell off a little bit here, buy again here, sell off a little bit here, until you're in profit. Because at some point, this Bollinger Band has to revert. So if we can just continue to move our break even down, then that's exactly how this strategy should work. But a 1 hour time frame in this case, you either have a success one or you don't. Because there's just not enough time to play it out like this. Yeah. Right. I'm going to protect this one. So just for argument's sake, I will look, because the entry is almost there. This is a promising candle, actually. If this candle closes like this, it's good, because then we have a nice hammer candle. But if it continues to do that, then it's not. We want it to close somewhere around here for it to be a good candle. All right, that's a good sign. And then in this case, I will actually set up my stop loss. If I do this, if I enter this, yeah, it's too much, right? It's 50-50. It's not that clear.
There are so small red candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 small red candles. So different scenario.
Bollinger Band is
Compared
widening again.
Yeah, they are getting for each other again. So earlier we saw a very violent and huge drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6.
I don't expect this
yeah.
to happen again. I mean, I wouldn't expect that. I mean, this would be the ultimate loss. So this is where I would place the stop loss for sure. Like then it's like done for in this case anyway. But yeah, you know what? I have to go. So I'm going to do something again that I shouldn't be doing, but I'm doing it again. I'm just expanding this one. As you can see, nice low break even. Adjust the take profit so that we can... Oh, wasn't updated yet. There we go. There. So it's either going to be... Actually, just do there. That's fine. It's going to be this, or it's going to be profit, or it's going to be loss. Either way, we're done for today. So we had this one with a small loss, and the other one with a small profit. Which this is this again. This is unnecessary. Like this is perfect entry part again. Like this is great. Look at the opportunity here.
Yeah.
Look at this. This would have been. We saw that last week when we did that trade. That was a really nice successful trade as well, where it hit the stop loss too early. I would have had another entry and then had a monster profit if it worked out. If you have the time to do that, then that's how you should do it. Unfortunately, this hour is just it's not quick enough, and that's why we're risking it with demo funds, because if you do this with your total portfolio, you're going to be wrecked pretty quickly, and it's unnecessary. This is not that like the stop losses. This is an entry that I would take, maybe like, yeah, this is probably what I would take. But this stop loss right here, no, definitely not, definitely not. I would buy another again here. And then start selling off half the position, and then buy it back. Like this move down is unsustainable. It cannot continue to move down like that for such a long time. It won't happen. Statistically speaking, it won't happen. So as long as you can continue to buy and dollar cost average into the market, lower your break even, you will get out in profit. I've done this so many times, but it can take 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
All right, and on
At
that
one
note,
point it reverse. At one point it reverse.
Oh, man, look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. Thank you, Raffa, for joining me. Thank you, everyone, for watching and participating in the chat. Always appreciated when we get some nice conversations going. And we will see you all next week.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ben.
All right. Thanks, Raffa. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye, guys.